Hello, boys and girls. I am Flipper55 with Fat Finger Gaming, and welcome to Fat Finger Gaming's continued coverage of the 2015 college football season. Today we have a Big 12 matchup between Texas and West Virginia. Neither one of these teams figured to actually win the championship, but theoretically they are still in it. West Virginia has been fun, we'll say. They actually did beat Baylor, and they, without a doubt, with Skylar Howard just chucking it all over the place, they have been a very entertaining watch. So we'll see how this struggling Texas team will deal with them. So Texas, as we said, both these teams are actually still in the hunt for the Big 12 championship, but not really. Texas still does have to play Baylor, so they could theoretically win out and come close to winning the Big 12 championship. But right now, their biggest concern is actually, just like last year, just being bowl eligible. They are 5-4 on the year. They have West Virginia, Texas Tech, and Baylor left. West Virginia will not be an easy win. West Virginia has played, as I said, they've been very entertaining. Extremely fast, fun to watch. I don't think these are an easy win. Texas, however, Texas Tech could be an easy win and bowl eligible. And then, of course, they got face Baylor, and I don't think they're going to do it. Tyrone Swoops has not had that great. Oh, Jesus. Just as I was saying, he has not had a great year. There we go right there. And that is West Virginia's leading interceptor of the team. He's got 4 now, and I completely forget what his name is. I just remember it's number 14. Sorry, guys, I can't quite come up with that name right now. Anyways, there's Skylar Howard. He's going to take the field earlier than we thought, and he's going to have great field position. So this could easily be a West Virginia touchdown. West Virginia, as I said, been very entertaining. They lost to Oklahoma. They've lost to TCU, but they did beat Baylor. And now they have an easy part of their schedule left after the big baddies are done. They have Texas, Texas Tech, Kansas, Iowa State, and then they finish up the season with Kansas State. And there's a possibility they could. Oh. And Smith's going to be 1 yard shy, so they're going to probably roll out the field goal unit and only get 3 points off of that. Just beautiful opportunity. So Tyrone Swoops is definitely counting his blessings on that one. That's only a 3-point lead.
Beneath the dome in Syracuse. This game was tighter than spandex on a sumo wrestler.
So, West Virginia, there's a possibility that West Virginia can go 8-3. Now they should have 12 games on the schedule, but week 1 there were so little spots for me to fill in this in the schedule that I had to make some sacrifices. And West Virginia's game against Georgia Southern, which is not in this game. You know, Georgia Southern hadn't been a full-fledged FBS school at that point in time, so they are not in this game, so I removed it. If there's a spot open at the end of the year, we will definitely give West Virginia their makeup game against an FCS. There's a possibility that West Virginia could win 9 games this season. They should be, they're a good enough team to be able to do it. One of the things about West Virginia that I really am hoping for, because they have been entertaining, and I've definitely rooting for them, especially Skylar Howard. He's got I think 10 touchdowns on the year and 7 interceptions, but that's besides the point. They've just been they're fast, they're fun. I don't know. Just really liked them. Well, the thing is, I'm rooting for them to try to make sure that they stay in the top 25 of the BCS, because if they stay in the top 25 of the BCS, when I go back after the season is done, after our official 4-team normal real-life playoff is over, we're going to go back and expand it out to the 32-team playoff just like we did before. And as long as they stay in the top 25 in the BCS, then we will be able to see the Mountaineers
They'll bring him down at the 17-yard line.
In the absurd 32-team playoff, which will be cool. Probably be, whatever, 6 seed. But at least we'll be able to see him for one round. Maybe they can shake things up.
And he wasn't ready for it. And this play is number 8 on the drive.
But once again, these guys are not really Big 12 title hopefuls. They're definitely not national. They're definitely not college.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
The college football playoffs. I keep wanting to say national college football playoffs, and that just obviously sounds stupid.
No call on the field goal unit here.
National semis. I should just say national semis, or I should say college football playoff.
The kick is up. No good. He missed it to the
And Texas will miss that one after they get down the field.
Kickers have to have a short memory. Just go out and make the next one.
We're set to get restarted.
So we'll see how this ends. I don't know if back-to-back 6-win seasons, what that's actually going to do to Charlie Strong. I do like what he's attempting to do in Texas,
Second down.
but I don't know how long. I don't know how long they'll let him go before they finally just get upset and axe him. And I think in our Twitch chat this week, there was a discussion about, what was going to happen with Baylor and TCU. Were they going to, in 5 years, were they going to go back to being, and I think one of those teams, and I think Baylor is the one with their resources that actually might replace Texas for a little while, up on top of the Big 12. And I said, it might be, this whole decade. And the reason why I think that is because I don't know. I think Charlie Strong is going to continue to have mediocre seasons, and that's going to affect, recruiting. And then they're going to get a new guy in there, and then he might switch up the entire scheme. And that's going to cause a restart. It's very hard to do that. It's very hard to survive that as a program, even if you're Texas. And Texas should know it because y'all know you haven't always been national championship contenders, and these little bouts of being mid-pack have happened to you before. It happens to everyone. There is no negativity about that. But that's one of the things that I was looking at. Is just I think Baylor will probably replace Texas as the
I think that's a big challenge for them to be able to continue to play
team in the Big 12 there for a while, maybe even a decade. Hell, there's a good chance the Big 12 won't be around for a decade. It almost collapsed a couple of years ago, and I would not doubt that something like that kind of proposition is going to come up again. Getting the Big 10 looking at, let me tell you something. The Big 10 would love Oklahoma and Kansas. Would love Oklahoma and Kansas. And had it not been for Texas A&M, Missouri jumping ship quick, that would have happened. They would have gotten, Nebraska and Oklahoma. I think it was supposed to be Nebraska, Oklahoma, Iowa State, and Kansas that were supposed to go to the Big 10. And then, of course, the Texas teams from the Big 12 were supposed to go to the Pac-12 or Pac-10, making 2 super conferences. But anyways, so we'll see. We'll see in this dynasty how long Charlie Strong lasts. We will see in the real world, obviously, how long Charlie Strong will last. We'll see if Texas can rebuild. In fact, actually, I'm starting to think, we're doing this Michigan thing, which we're following Harbaugh around, trying to see if he can rebuild Michigan. We may actually start focusing on Texas, especially if Charlie Strong gets fired. Especially if he gets fired, then we'll really see where it can go from there. See if Texas can get back up into where
And they make the stop.
they're used to being, instead of
on this drive. I'm really impressed with their ball control.
instead of where they are now, and which even talking about the Big 12, you're talking about Oklahoma, TCU, Baylor right now. When you're talking about the home state, sometimes even Texas A&M sort of starts getting in that national coverage before Texas. It's not really that a happy place for Texas right now. Anyways, as an NC State fan, I'm used to it. So I can't even imagine what you guys are going through. Oh, God, Jonathan Gray is met before you can even get into the hole. Anyways, tonight is the night of
Now it's 3rd and goal from the 7.
of college football, so I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to have this game going while I'm also watching
Out to the receiver, and it's knocked away.
TCU, Minnesota, which right now looks like TCU's got about a 10. They got open up real quick, 10-0. We'll also be watching the Utah-Michigan game, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this to see how the mid-table in the Big 12 is gonna pan out. My money's on West Virginia. I think they are going to. In fact, actually, I thought they were going to finish 3rd in the Big 12. But after watching Baylor's impressive win over Oklahoma, it looks like the 3 that we thought were going to be at the top: Oklahoma, TCU, and Baylor. They'll probably stay at the top, and West Virginia probably fighting for 4th. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. Please join me on Twitch Mondays and Wednesdays. I am a lot more entertaining than this. This is the day after Twitch. I'm not normally the day after Twitch. I'm normally trying to recover from actually the Twitch cast itself. So but please join me 8:45 Eastern Time. Mondays and Wednesdays. I hope you guys are enjoying our Big 12 coverage, our entire dynasty coverage, and I am going to fade into the background. Y'all have fun.
Tackle at the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
He has some room. He's knocked out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Makes it to the 17.
Makes the tackle. That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
What a play, and that is 1st and goal.
That's good enough.
1st down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I think the option down by the goal line is a great call. It puts so much pressure on the defense, and it allows the quarterback to have the decision to run it or pitch it. And this time it worked to perfection.
And he converts the extra point. A 7-play, 75-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
So our score, 10-3. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Mountaineers really came prepared to play defense today, and the plan is working.
Well, so far in this game, you've got to tip your cap to the defensive coordinator. He has clearly done a very good job of getting his team ready to play, and they have done a nice job of slowing down this very explosive offense.
Pass complete and taken down immediately.
At the 32-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Taken down as he works the left for a nice gain.
Gain of 4 yards. 1st down.
He makes it to the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That makes it second and
Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on their own 38. So at the end of one, West Virginia leads it 10-3. And we're ready for more football here in quarter number 2. Looks for the tight end, but they can't hook up.
McFarland was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
On the throw, incomplete pass.
Number 11, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 4th and 8.
Slaughter is the punter. It's away, and it's a booming punt. And he can't hang on to the ball. He's taken down at the 16. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. West Virginia is up 7. Makes it out to about the 29. He scrambles. And down he goes at the 29-yard line.
No gain. That makes it 2nd and 10.
He's taken down at about the 43-yard line.
13 yards. That makes it 1st and
10. He lets it fly. And he's taken down at the 29. He gets rid of this one. Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line. Looks to him again, complete. Brought down at the 23.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Quick pass. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I like how the quarterback, the offensive line, and the receivers made a concerted effort to get into the end zone.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Lambert gets set to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime.
Let's go! Red 88!
They'll bring him down at about the 41.
That was a really nice play on the ball by the receiver for a substantial gain and a first down.
First down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
3 down. Mike 35,
They hook up over the middle. And he's tackled around the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 16 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Got double tight. 4 down.
finds the mic. Down.
The halfback picks up a yard.
Nice play here by the senior to make the sure tackle. It's not very often that someone's able to shake this guy.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 42.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
Deep ball, laying it out there. He's got it. Touchdown. He makes the PAT. A 5-play, 74-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack because you're so proficient in throwing the ball.
The score now, 17-10. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. This offense threw the ball extremely well on their last drive, and they ended up with a touchdown.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
Gets it out quickly to the back, but he can't haul it in.
Smith, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
From their own 25-yard line, it's second down. West Virginia is up by a touchdown. He's under some heat. He guns it, and they couldn't hook up on that one.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
That's a great tackle at the 39.
He made a really good move at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes all you need to do is throw off the defender's timing just a little bit at the start of the play.
Gets rid of it quickly, and that was almost picked.
Yeah, the quarterback's breathing a huge sigh of relief because he got away with throwing what should have been an interception.
From their own 39-yard line. Second down. Gets it out to the wideout. He's got the first, and he hits him hard at the 46.
First down.
Tackle made around the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That makes it second and 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Not today, you are. Not today.
Caught, open field, and they make the stop around the 28-yard line. That one goes for good yardage and a first down.
Yeah, that's just a nice gain on second down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Open man, quick strike, and he can't pull it in.
Thompson was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
From the 28-yard line. Second down. West Virginia is up a score.
Check number 6, check number 6.
He's scrambling. They bring the quarterback down.
Back sack.
Come on, Lon.
Call it a loss of 1 yard on the play. That makes it 3rd and 11.
And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Larry. Eat it up. Hey, check Mike. Watching you 5.
Lets it fly. Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown. The wide receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
Well, he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
The coverage just couldn't keep up with him there. And he hits the PAT. So a 10-play, 76-yard drive, and the result, 7 points.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind grind it out and earn the yards and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
He makes it out to maybe the 20-yard line.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
Last drive ended with as good a result as you can hope for, and I'm sure they'd like to replicate that here.
You know, when this defense went over to the sideline based on the way they've been playing so far, this defense coordinator has got to be livid. He's got to get in their face. He's got to challenge them. He's got to get their emotions going, because when you play defense, it's not just about X's and O's. It's about attitude and playing with a lot of confidence.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 19. Makes it to the 22-yard line.
Makes the tackle. Gain of 3 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
18, look for 18. Hey, get in the weight room. Luke 14, Luke 14.
And he's sacked.
It's a big-time effort sack by the defensive end. I want to also give some credit to the coverage downfield. The end never gave up on the play, but because the quarterback didn't have anywhere to go with the football, it gave the defensive end enough time to eventually chase the quarterback down for that sack.
Smith will be the return man. Oh, excellent punt. Smith fields it at the 41. He makes it to the 48-yard line.
And I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there where they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
That's good enough for another West Virginia.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, kill.
Howard goes with a play fake. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll get him for a loss.
No gain on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Double tight. Pull down. Mike 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Passes to the wide out, and he can't pull it in.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it.
So here we go. It's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Green 9.
Quick throw, and he's got his receiver again. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. Thompson gains 4 yards on that reception.
At the 1-yard line. That brings up 4th and goal.
Larry. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Throws it out, and it falls incomplete. Not quite enough for the first. Looks like they'll turn it over on downs.
You know what? I think they still made the right call there.
Really a great stop by the defense. This will go down as one of those critical plays. This close to their own end zone. They look like they want to punch it out a little bit and get some better field position. Tackled after a decent pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down. Defense will be digging in here as they're inside their own 5.
3 down. 35's the Mike. Set. Alert. Bruin. I need one over here. Hut.
He almost had it, but it's incomplete.
It can be tough making a play on the ball sometimes, but that's probably a pick he should have made.
It's 3rd down. They've got their backs against the wall.
3 down. Mike 35.
Nice run there.
You know, great effort here by the ball carrier, but I think they need to pass in that situation most of the time.
The Mountaineers will use their first time out of the half. Slaughter to punt. Smith takes it at the 49. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. West Virginia's been playing like a well-oiled machine in this first half. And Kirk, are we going to see more of the same in the second?
Well, I think as long as they can maintain the proper frame of mind, I think they've got a great shot to be able to pull away and win this game decisively. But the challenge for them will be listening to their coaches at halftime and continuing to play with that same aggressive attitude that they played with in the first half.
And he's going to come up with a sack.
Boy, this pass rush is sometimes scary. They're really getting after the quarterback now.
Larry. See it out. Mike 55. I'm here all day.
Slings it. And he's level at the 37-yard line. West Virginia is going to have to use their second time out of the half. Third down now. They need to get it to the 29. Fires out to his wideout. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
That's good enough for another West Virginia. First down.
Check three.
Gets it out quickly. Tackle at the 17-yard line.
That's a gain of 12 on the play.
Easy. Flare.
First down.
Here we go. 3 and 8.
And they push him out around the 4-yard line.
That makes it first and goal.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. Zips it to his receiver. Touchdown. And he converts the extra point. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 20. He's tackled at the 39-yard line.
Kickoff return 39 yards.
Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. The Longhorns taking their first time out of the half.
Terrific effort to pick up the first down. He got total extension and was able to keep his hands between the ball and the turf.
Mike 35.
From the 49-yard line, it's first down. Throws a bullet to the 20. Texas will take a timeout. That's their second of the half.
He stood in there that time against the blitz. They were coming after him, but he showed the poise and was able to connect for a big gain.
3 down. 35's the mic. Set. Blue 19.
He throws left. Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown. He gives them another score, his second in the passing game.
You know, this guy is such a difficult target to cover in the passing game. It usually doesn't matter who's covering him. He always seems to find a way to get open and make a catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. A short 3-play, 61-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. Rose has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop him this time.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, then you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
So at the end of the half, West Virginia leads it 31-17.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis, David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. When we come to the studio, I like to give you a peek behind the curtain. I don't want to just give you scores and highlights and analysis. I want to let you know what happens in here.
Pull it back, brother.
You know how good these
All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. So they're just about set to get the game going again.
Let's go, let's go! 555!
And he tackles him hard at the 41.
First down.
Check three. Check.
Fires out to his receiver. They'll bring him down around the 44-yard line.
Call it a gain of 15 yards. That makes it first and 10.
Yo, D, here I come again. Mike 55. Eat. Check. Dancing.
Quick pass, intercepted.
Kansas with the interception.
What kind of call is that? With a big lead, you're throwing the football, and the interception here could end up costing you.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 32.
Tight right. 4 down. Watch 85.
Now he's scrambling. He's taken down at the 38-yard line.
Makes the tackle. That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it second and 4.
We got tight left. 4 down. 35's the mic. Down.
Here's the tight end. Drops.
Was the intended receiver on the play.
They're about 4 yards away here on third down.
Mike 35. Hey, hold it there.
And he is drilled at the 31. And for Kinsey, that was his second sack of the game.
That brings up 4th and 11.
Slaughter is waiting for the snap. Tackle made at the 32-yard line. Now, what a game it's been for this quarterback, Kirk.
Well, it's been a fun afternoon because he's having a lot of success. And the reason is he's in tune with his receivers, and they're really playing with a great rhythm.
I'm sure the quarterback would love to make amends for that last pick.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Here we go.
He's going to air it long. That close to being intercepted.
Thompson, the intended receiver on the play. Third down.
From their own 34-yard line. Third down.
Roger. Hey, check right. Black ball.
Knocked out of bounds around the 42-yard line.
4th down.
Bernard is the deep man awaiting the return. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line. Let's see if this drive has a more rewarding conclusion than their last, which ended with a punt.
Down 2 possessions, this offense has to step up and capitalize on this possession.
Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29.
Down. Mike 35.
Caught out in the open. And down he goes at the 35-yard line.
gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Roger, Roger. 35's the right. Set.
And he's tackled right away.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. First down.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 40.
3 down, 3 down. Mike 35, Mike 35. Set. Oklahoma. Hey.
Got his man. Oh, what a hit.
Brings him down. Call it a gain of 7 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. 35's the mic. Set. 10-19.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here.
It's all about chipping away at the defense. Even short yardage completions can have a way of building a quarterback's confidence.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. Makes it out to about the 39. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out there.
Blue 14. Blue 14.
Just throws this one away. Here's the 8th play of the series.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
And he's hit immediately. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
But they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice gain.
They line up for another 3rd down, and they've had no problem converting their first 2.
Set. 10-19. 10-19. Go, check in motion.
Gets to about the 27-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
And this is the 10th play of the drive. The Longhorns wide receiver out with an apparent injury, although he might make a comeback later in this game.
Set. Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
He launches one for the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown. So they're going to try to determine if the receiver had possession and was inbounds or not. They call it a catch, but the booth signaled down to the referee that they'd like to take another peek at this.
Man, as I see this play again, it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The ruling on the field will stand. He caught it.
The only thing left to say about this play is that was an excellent catch.
He makes the PAT. A 10-play, 70-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
So our score, 31-24. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Longhorns defense really looked pathetic in that first half, Kirk, and now they're doing a nice job.
Well, obviously, they've made some adjustments after the first half, and it's paid off for them. I think right now they're tuned in to what this offense is trying to do, and I think they're also just playing with a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder.
Quick pass, man open, and he dropped it.
The pass falls incomplete. Number 6, the intended
From their
receiver
own
on the play.
25-yard line.
That makes it
Second
2nd
down.
and 10.
West Virginia is up a score. Fires that quickly, incomplete.
Number 6 was the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Four down. Mike 55, Mike 55. Black 5, Black 6.
He delivers.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
4th and 10.
Bernard is back to receive. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line. Not a bad return.
Gain of 13 yards.
Their last drive ended with a touchdown. Let's see what happens on this possession.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
Fires incomplete. He was looking for the tight end.
McFarland was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 49. He's at the 40. Fires it out. Tackle made at about the 37-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. First down.
Tight right, tight right. Three down. 35's the mic.
And he's taken down at the 26-yard line.
Number 16 with the tackle at the 26-yard line. First down.
From the 26-yard line. First down. He gets hit out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Tight left. Three down. 35's the mic.
The 10. He's tackled at the 7. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Mike 35. Set. Texas.
Fires a laser touchdown. He's up to 4 TD passes now.
Well, what we have right now is a quarterback who's very comfortable with his offense. He believes in his system, and the coaches and players believe in him. You couldn't ask for a better situation.
And he adds the extra point. Rose is lined up to kick this one off. Excellent kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. You don't want to squander any possessions, but maybe now's the right time to dip into your bag of tricks a little. Think about some gadget plays to catch the defense napping. Throws, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Thompson, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Red 2, 3, 9.
Halfback's got it on the quick throw. Steps out of bounds around the 34-yard line.
Good for a gain of 9 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Three down.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
Dog, kill.
And he's tackled around the 30-yard line.
Called a loss of 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line.
Return for a gain of 8 yards.
They got into the end zone last time. Let's see if they can match that on this possession.
I love to watch a quarterback when he can really get into sync with his wide receivers. These guys have worked all week on their preparation to attack this defense, and right now it's really paying off.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 40.
Mike 35. Down.
He's going to try and scramble. He's at midfield. Slides down to the ground. He made a real nice play on that one.
I'll tell you what, in today's game, you have to have the ability to run the football. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He made a great play and really gave his team a boost.
And he's level at the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. First down.
From the 33-yard line. First down.
Mike 35.
And he's shoved out of bounds right around the 30.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Man left, man left. Three down. 35's the mic. Down.
Scrambling around. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Brought down around the 17-yard line.
You know that saying, get your keys out, because we're on a drive? This offense right now is on a drive. I mean, this is their 3rd first down. They're doing just about anything they want, and they're really starting to wear the psyche of this defense down.
Pitch play here. Very good tackle in space.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
35's the mic. Down. 10, 20. 10, 20. Motion. Hey.
Setting up play action. The 5, and it's the senior.
Reception. Gain of 12 on the play. That makes
And so
it
we've
1st
reached
and
the
goal.
end of quarter number 3 here with 1 quarter to go. We're all tied up. All tied up, and we head to the all-important 4th quarter.
Double tight. Four down. Mike 35. Mike 35. Down. Oklahoma.
Tackle at the 5-yard line. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
You're not going to be able to get by a sure tackler like this linebacker too often.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
Man, it's difficult to run on this defense when they put this kid up in the box.
It's 3rd and goal, and they're about 4 yards out.
Three down. Mike 35. Down.
The pass is incomplete. Number 11 was the intended receiver.
It's up, and it splits the uprights.
And with that, all the pressure now shifts back to the other side. That's what a good kicker can do.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Mountaineers have just not been able to get that offense rolling at all today.
I think they're confused. I think it starts up front with the offensive line. They're not having the typical game that you'd expect to see from them as far as communication. I think it's affected the rest of the offense.
And they make the stop around the 35-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Come on. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Oh, and he can't hang on. Huge drop there.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. Fires to the wideout, 1st down.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That's good enough for another West Virginia 1st down.
Strike to his receiver, no good.
Clay was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Check Mike. Go for
He's going right. Caught with room to work. And they push him out at about the 41. They'll bring him down at the 32.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
There's a little bit of happy feet down there on the field. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
You got to be careful to avoid these. Penalties are a great way
Still
to
second
stall
down.
out a drive.
From the 37-yard line, it's second down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Roger.
Black 5, green 15.
Pass is caught, and the defense lays him out. That little play action good for about 4 yards.
The defense wasn't fooled too much by the play action, but it gave the quarterback just enough of a cushion to find his receiver.
Red 2, green 9. Green 9.
He's in trouble. Dives for extra yardage. He's taken down at the 17. The 10. A huge play, and now they're in a great position to score. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play.
We're at the 12th play of the drive.
Let's go, D. 45's the mic.
They're packed in tight on the line. Touchdown, and they take the lead. And a halfback took it in for the score.
Yep, he punched that in from a short distance. He had great blocking up front on that play.
So they had their chances to stop him, but in the end, he comes up with a big play. And he hits the PAT. Lambert has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. And he's tackled at the 26.
Both teams are kind of struggling to take control of this game. Obviously, they're both very, very competitive with one another. It just seems that the lead is going back and forth between the two teams.
Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. And down he goes, right around the 36-yard line.
Really brings him down at the 36-yard line.
From their own 36-yard line, it's first down.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Down. Motion. Oklahoma. Motion.
He gets out to about the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Time right. 4 down. 35's the mic.
He gets rid of this one. To get back in this game here in the 4th, this 3rd and goal is vital.
Set. Blue 9, check.
Wears it out to the right to the halfback. He's at midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 43.
Well, that was a perfect time to call a screen pass there by the offense. The defense had pinned their ears down, and they were coming after the quarterback. They were out of position. The quarterback waited just to the right time to drop it down to the running back for the big play.
Set.
Quick pass, intercepted.
Walters makes the interception.
Oh, no, they really didn't need that.
And as a quarterback, you can't give up an interception late in the game. You got to be more careful with the football.
From the 44-yard line, first down. West Virginia is up by 4. Tackle made at the 32-yard line. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That
He's got it with room to run, and he hits him hard at the 19. Now he tries to buy some time, and he's taken down at the 17-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That brings up 2nd and 9.
He has some room. Gets out to around the 9. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened. It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Throws a bullet over the middle. There's a fumble. And the cornerback comes in and scoops up the fumble.
On the play, recovered by the defense.
So it's the cornerback that comes up with a fumble, and this ball will change hands.
Fumbles will absolutely drown an offense. It's hard to get into a rhythm when you make mistakes like that.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. So the question here is whether or not his knee hit the ground before the ball came out.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So after some discussion, the call on the field is reversed. West Virginia is up 4.
What's the curl? What's the curl? Mike 55, Mike 55. Damn. That you know. That.
Throws complete, touchdown. And he converts the extra point. A quick update now. Here's Reese. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again.
35's the mic. Ready? Red 18. Red.
Throws out, and a leaping interception by the corner.
16 with the interception.
I just don't think he saw the defender, and he threw the ball right at him. That's what happens when you focus on one guy. You get tunnel vision.
From the 37-yard line. First down. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. He takes it right side for a good gain.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation.
Easy. Flare. Flare. Go forth. They go. They go.
Brought down in the open field. Gibson gains about 4 yards there.
The corner was coming hard off the edge with a full head of steam. He got there just a little bit too late.
Just under 2 to go in the game. Tackled after a decent pickup. Texas will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. We've got 2nd and goal. Ball on the 5. Nice move, and he scores. And he tacks on the extra point. It was a 5-play, 36-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
Brad, that's one of those drives that can just tear your heart out. That can really demoralize a defense when they drive the ball down the field, and a lot of the yards came on the ground.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
Got it. Complete, and he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
From their own 37-yard line. It's first down. So they're going to try to determine if the receiver had possession and was inbounds or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the call on the field stands.
Three down. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Throws incomplete.
I mean, he has his wide receiver wide open. You spend all those hours during the week to be able to get prepped and ready to go. You got an open man like this, just step and deliver and make the throw.
Less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. He airs it out. Big catch there as they knock him out of bounds.
Gain of 40 yards. First down.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10.
Three down. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Fires out quickly, incomplete.
Johnson, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Three down. 35 to Mike. Down.
Deep pass to the end zone. No, incomplete.
Johnson was the intended receiver on the play.
From the 23-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Three down. Mike 35, Mike 35.
He's looking for 6. He's all the way home. Touchdown. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the 2-point conversion. Somebody jumped early downfield.
Blue 14.
False start, offense.
Maybe he got the cadence wrong coming out of the huddle. The coaches have a low threshold for mistakes like that.
Well, they're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
And they won't get the 2. It was a 6-play, 75-yard drive, but the failed 2-point conversion keeps it a 6-point score.
Brad, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow him down.
He's tackled at the 41. The Mountaineers will rank high nationally in yards per game, and after today, I can see why.
Well, there's really nothing you can do to stop this offense. If you load up to stop the run, they throw. If you sit back, they can run. And that versatility has allowed them today to have a huge performance.
He's tackled at the 39-yard line. The Longhorns using their 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 39-yard line. A little over a minute in the game. Up the middle for a nice game. Smith picks up about 4 yards on the play.
That'll make it 35.
Check three. Easy. Flare. Easy. Flare.
quick to an open man. He dropped it.
Can't ask for much more than a 3-and-out. Great job, defense.
Fourth down.
The kick is up, and he hooked it left. Time for an update from the studio. Reese, what have you got?
Ohio State and Illinois used to play for a live turtle. Now they play for the Illibug. And for Ohio State, as time runs out, clock on 0, they score.
Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver.
Number 11 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 35.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
And he almost has the INT.
Number 11, the intended receiver on the play. Third down.
Down. 35 to Mike. Down. Blue 14. Blue 14.
Slings it, and he's tackled right away.
Check. Texas. He's coming. Texas. Down. Blue 14.
And he stops the clock with a spike.
Spikes the ball. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 45.
Mike 35. Mike 35. Watch the slit. Down. Check.
Finds his receiver, and that's a first down. Pulls it in, first down, and he's knocked out of bounds.
First down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep. 35's the Mike. Down. Blue 14. Blue 14.
And they got him.
Check. Let's go, hey, Texas.